Alright guys, so Baldur's Gate 3 just released, and it is an amazing game. Everybody's hyped and super excited to be playing this game, and a bunch of you out there are going to be wanting to get into this, but are not currently active D&D players, and are a little bit overwhelmed by everything that's currently available in the game. So I'm going to help you through that a little bit, coming up with how to decide on your first character, and then how to proceed to play that character. Sazaze. I've been playing Dungeons & Dragons for many years, and I've helped a lot of players that have never played before get into it and make good decisions at the start of their game to have a good and fun experience as they play. It can be really overwhelming to start your first character just because of how many choices there are. And my main recommendation whenever you're coming into a new role-playing game is to find a character from another intellectual property that you're already familiar with and kind of like that character. And then try and make that character in the game, and then play the game as if you are making that character's decisions. So you might want to make the halfling rogue Bilbo Baggins, and then play like he was in The Hobbit, where he is a sneaky little burglar that is going to use his words and persuasion to try and get out of tricky situations, as well as he's going to kind of sneak around and take advantage of the fact that he's small and hard to spot. He's a character that is looking out for those around him, and he is taking care of the people that he's interacting with. So when you're interacting with different creatures or characters that you find out there, try and be compassionate in your actions, but still being wary, not overly trusting or naive. Or maybe on the other side of that, you want to be someone like Arthas from the Warcraft universe. He's noble and good, but choices that he has to make to feel like he's being a good ruler and a good leader slowly push him down a dark path, and he ends up submitting to the dark forces that are trying to push efforts forward. So as you play that character throughout the game, you start to try and make decisions that maybe aren't the goodest decision, the nicest decision, but maybe still feel like a lawful and right decision. And as you go through that, play that character as he's getting more and more corrupted. Now, as you play the game, some of your decisions are going to work and some aren't, and you're going to be kind of tempted to go back and retry if something didn't play out the way that you wanted it to. I would recommend not doing that and instead just reacting to and dealing with how everything played out. Sometimes a failed roll ends up with a totally different storyline, and it can be really fun to just embrace and go down that changed storyline rather than trying to just roll back and retry that objective and hoping to get a higher roll, or hoping to go down a different conversation path that gives you a more positive result. There are so many endings to this game and so many ways that you can get to the end of it that it is really replayable, and don't feel like any decision is the wrong decision because it's just the decision that you made that got you to this alternate storyline. Embrace everything that happens, enjoy it, and really the biggest thing to continue to have fun is to just keep playing your character as your character rather than constantly trying to make the correct decision. If you follow this advice, you're going to have an excellent time in your first playthrough of Baldur's Gate, and maybe you're going to get to a point where you're going to be like, you know what, I don't really like how this is going, and you're going to start over and try something else. You're going to try a different character, you're going to try to make up your own style rather than basing it off of an existing character, and it's totally good. There's a lot of replayability in this game. As long as you're enjoying it, feel free to make new characters, play around, try things differently. But I would recommend trying in your first or second character to just do a full playthrough of the game, because that's going to give you the best experience, just continue to go through that character's path. I hope you guys find this game super fun and as entertaining as I am, and I hope to catch you in future videos as we talk about all sorts of details about this game, guides, advice, or even just storylines that I'm going through. I'm Zesty Phresh, and we'll catch you guys next time.